Hey, Eadra, this is John, West Coast Connects. Ron reached out, spoke with you on Friday, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online and really destroy your competition. So, with that, all I ask is that you send me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would really love to get your thoughts. So, with that, I'll get started. So looking at your site, it's really clean. I like how it's set up. The only thing that really jumped out was the fact that there's not a ton of content here. And content is anything you can highlight, whether that be pictures, text, and you Google likes to see a lot of content. They believe that the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in the field. So really you want content for 2 reasons. The first is so that you can be found for specific keywords. So say I wanted to be found for roofing company in Las Vegas, okay? I would have that as a heading, or I might have it in my text, or I might even save one of these images as that particular keyword. And what happens there is when Google's crawling the site, they see not only do we deal with that particular industry or service, but also that you have that keyword that as it's typed verbatim in your content. So super important to have those keywords there. And obviously the more content you have, the more keywords you can be found for, and the more keywords potentially the more you could be the more potential customers and clients. And that's really not one of your issues. You guys are being found for 1,000 keywords, and looking at what you are being found for, some of them are pretty quality keywords. Obviously, when you're ranking for 1,000 keywords, not all of them are going to be good, but a lot of them are good. There is an issue where some of the keywords that are pretty good, you're kind of far down. You start getting in the second, third, fourth page. You're just not going to get a ton of traffic that way. So, that'll go in with another one of my tips. But also another reason why content's super important is because it's a ranking factor. So Google has to determine what websites get ranked higher than others for any given keyword. And so they use an algorithm. And in that algorithm, one of the factors is content. It's one of the reasons why you see sites like Wikipedia do so well, is because they just have a ton of content and it keeps building and building and building, and it's almost impossible to beat them out. So really important to have a lot of content on your site. And like I said, typically for a homepage, Google wants to see about 1,000 to 1,500 words. So and then secondly, you guys have a GMB here and it's doing pretty good. You are, for this particular keyword that I brought up, you're ranked third here. So, pretty good, but I would continue to optimize that and continue to try to strengthen that up. And, obviously you guys see the benefit from it, but a lot of companies don't. And what's so great about it is that obviously these ads come in first, and you guys are ranking number. You guys have an ad in here too, but these can potentially take up to 40% of the traffic. So for this particular keyword, there's 200 searches a month. The GMBs potentially can pull up to 80 hits a month for those particular, so 80 potential clients right off the bat are going to these top 3 GMBs. And honestly, you guys are number 3. Obviously, the first one gets the majority of the traffic. So definitely would continue to optimize this and try to bump up to where you're number 1. So that would be my second tip. My third tip would just be to continue to strengthen your site. So this is some data from your site. We're going to look at these 4 boxes. Obviously, we took a look at your keywords. Your ranking. You have 1,000 keywords that you're ranking in the top 100. You have 134 links or websites that are not links, websites or domains that are sending 1,300 links back to your site. Okay, and why that's important and really, potentially a really really good start is because Google's like, it's this world wide web. Everything is interconnected, and they want to see that as an expert that you guys are connected to a lot of different things. That you're connected to Yelp and these directories. That you're also connected to blogs and different articles about uh, about roofing and installation, and also that you're you're potentially linked to other roofing companies across the country. And what they do is they see those links and they say, okay, this company is interconnected and they're strong, and it boosts up your strength. So this is just strength in your trust, and so the trust is really high. That's pretty good. Typically you want to be in the late 20s or 30s for roofing. So you're right where you need to be there. This domain rating is a little low. What you typically would like to see is a 1-to-1 ratio or something close. So if this is a 32, you'd like to see that as a 32 as well. So you'll see as you strengthen up your site, you start ranking higher for some of those keywords. So again, and just to show you kind of your competition. So for that keyword that you're a little bit behind on, this is your competition, and they're not as strong, but they're really focused on this particular keyword for whatever reason, and they're doing pretty well with it. So it's something that you can potentially overtake them with, and definitely beat them out, considering that you guys are right there in terms of strength. So again, just to recap, add content to your site so that you can really move up the rankings. Like I said, it's a ranking factor. Number two, continue to work on that GMB and really bump it up. Try to get number one at least for that keyword, and then really focus on other keywords. And then number three is really strengthen up your site and get that domain rating up. So I hope this has been helpful. Honestly, I'm sure you have somebody doing your SEO right now. They're doing a pretty good job. Feel free to give this to them if if you want somebody else to do it, or you don't have somebody currently doing your SEO. This is what we do. We love doing it. So with that, have a great day, and God bless. Bye.